Hello and welcome to The Network Professor, a series of podcasts hosted by me, Glyn Jones, Product Manager at Hughes Europe. Hello and welcome to the fourth episode in the series of podcasts in brief, brought to you by me, Glyn Jones, Product Manager at Hughes Europe. This year, I'll have been in the network industry for 38 years. During that time, I've seen a lot of changes in the type of technology in use. I still remember the likes of Token Ring, which was the Betamax of networking compared to the VHS of networking that Ethernet is. For those of you who weren't around in the 80s, Google the battle between Betamax and VHS to see how the better technology doesn't always win. The bigger changes though have been more around the user requirements that a network needs to service. In more recent years, the Internet of Things has emerged as a game changer in communications and data transfer, optimizing business activity, sustainability and profitability. Without many of us being aware of it, we don't think about how IoT touches all our lives. I was about to say, in fact, almost everything we do today is either directly or indirectly connected with the Internet. But thinking about it, and in reality, pretty much everything we do nowadays is connected with the Internet in some way or other. Even a peaceful walk in the countryside will be interspersed with you going onto the Internet to find out where you are or to look up something you have seen. Think about it. When was the last time you left your phone at home and went out for a walk in your locality without the reliance and safety net of the font of all knowledge that is your phone? You should try it sometimes. The thing is, with the Internet of Things being so pervasive in everything we do, depending on who you ask, there are already between 17 and 24 billion IoT connected devices worldwide, with the figure expected to exceed 30 billion in the next 5 years. As you go through your day to day, just think about everything you're doing and whether it's connected to the Internet, passing data from one place to another. We all know this familiar sound, which is just one of the many noticeable ways we interact with devices throughout the day. But consider how many other things which we interact with where it's not so noticeable, or where we are not even aware that it is IoT. For example, you walk into a shop and pick up an ice-cold drink. Do you even consider that the fridge you just took the drink from may have internet-connected sensors monitoring the fridge's temperature to ensure that it's always at the right level? We have become so reliant on the interconnected world, but what happens when the device we are interacting with can't connect to the Internet? For some non-critical devices, nothing much will happen, and the data transfer will catch up when the network is restored. For more critical applications devices, loss of that data will be a major impact and even potentially life-threatening. All this new technology is driving IoT usage further and further, and it is having a significant impact on network infrastructure. Today's podcast is all about how IoT is changing the landscape of network infrastructure. We'll explore how IoT is transforming network infrastructure, the challenges it creates, and what network solutions you can adopt to maximize the potential benefits of this rapidly expanding technology sector. So, what is the IoT transformation of the world? IoT refers to the network of interconnected devices and sensors that collect and exchange data over the Internet. IoT is considered a significant part of the fourth industrial revolution, where organizations are leveraging technology to automate their operations. As we have already seen, IoT devices cover huge parts of our lives, from smart doorbells and smart thermostats to industrial sensors and healthcare monitoring equipment. Their rapid proliferation is reshaping various industries, including manufacturing, healthcare, agriculture and logistics. In fact, they are changing the world. One of the critical challenges posed by the IoT revolution is the sheer volume of data generated by these devices. Managing, analysing and securely transmitting this data has become a top priority for businesses. This challenge is where the role of network infrastructure becomes pivotal. So, how does IoT impact on your network infrastructure? The substantial growth we are seeing in the use of IoT devices is having a significant impact, not only on operational activities across numerous industries, but also on the demand placed on network infrastructure. While IoT brings immense opportunities, if your organisation is expanding the number of IoT technologies used, it's also vital to understand the challenges this increase places on your network. Let's explore the key implications of this IoT-driven transformation on network infrastructure. Depending on the size of your IoT estate, we're looking at increased data traffic. IoT devices continuously generate and transmit data. With this surge in data traffic, your network infrastructure needs to have the capacity to handle high bandwidth and the low latency to ensure real-time communication between devices and systems. With all these extra devices on your network, there are extra security challenges. By increasing the number of devices connected to your network, the attack surface also expands. Protecting sensitive data and ensuring the security of IoT devices then becomes a critical concern. Is your network big enough? Is it scalable? Utilizing more IoT devices also means that your network infrastructure needs to have the agility to seamlessly scale to accommodate this growth in activity without compromising performance or reliability. And of course, is your network reliable? As we saw in my last podcast, 100% uptime is critical for some businesses. Oh, and of course, all teenagers. When we're talking about IoT, interruptions and downtime can be hugely costly to your business, especially in today's always-on world. Your network infrastructure must be resilient and have redundancy solutions in place to ensure uninterrupted connectivity for your critical IoT applications. How can we start addressing these IoT network infrastructure challenges, you may ask? Well, it is all about looking at the overall design and how to optimize your network infrastructure to accommodate the multitude of IoT devices. This approach means assessing your current network capabilities, identifying potential bottlenecks, and implementing solutions that enhance performance and scalability. Some of the solutions to consider include managed SD-WAN. IoT devices require seamless connectivity across distributed sites. Managed SD-WAN solutions will optimize your network performance by intelligently routing traffic, ensuring that critical data from your IoT devices reaches its destination efficiently. This process reduces latency and enhances the overall user experience while maintaining security and reliability. Also, wireless WAN. IoT devices aren't confined to traditional wired connections. On the contrary, IoT devices connect wirelessly to networks to transmit data. Moreover, if your organization operates in remote locations, these devices may be out of range of cellular coverage and require an alternative connectivity option. To address these connectivity challenges, a flexible, resilient solution that offers ubiquitous coverage is needed. Wireless WAN solutions look to close the terrestrial connectivity gap, offering a flexible hybrid network service that connects your device wherever they are located. Another solution is managed SASE. Security is paramount in the IoT landscape. With the increasing attack surface due to IoT devices, comprehensive security and access control are essential. Using a managed secure access service edge solution, which integrates network security and wide area networking capabilities into a single cloud-based service, it helps to provide secure, scalable and efficient access to IoT resources, data and applications, no matter where your devices are located. And of course, as we discussed in the first two podcasts, the monitoring and management of the network is critical, with IoT devices requiring constant monitoring to ensure they are operating efficiently. The Internet of Things is undeniably changing the landscape of network infrastructure. With the proliferation of IoT devices, businesses face new challenges and opportunities in managing their networks. As IoT technology evolves, those that invest in robust, agile network infrastructures will be better positioned to harness its full potential. The next podcast, What is SD-WAN and how has it impacted modern network infrastructure, will be out next Thursday. Do subscribe or follow me on your podcast platform of choice to be notified when it comes out. Thank you for listening and do enjoy the rest of your day.